The unusual string of suicides happened while the aircraft carrier USS George Washington was docked in Virginia undergoing extended maintenance. As the Navy investigates the deaths, it's offering increased mental health services to those working aboard the ship during its lengthy overhaul. Sailors are now being allowed to live elsewhere, such as Navy barracks, rather than being confined to the ship during this maintenance that's been going on almost 5 years. That extended time is believed to be part of the reason that led 6, possibly 7 sailors to commit suicide in the last 2 years. 3 happened in the course of 1 week last month, including 19-year-old Xavier Sander.
It was a construction site, and he worked 12-hour shifts at night. So he couldn't sleep during the day on the ship.
His parents recalled their son describing cramped, hot, noisy living conditions.
We are always, Xavier, it'll get better, not knowing really what the conditions really were. It's going to haunt me for the rest of my life.
Natalie and Lamont are also grieving the loss of their son, Mikhail Sharp.
All I can constantly think about is when he was born, his smile.
After touring the carrier, Virginia representative and Navy veteran Elaine Lorie described many of the sailors as being new to the Navy and quite isolated. She wants information about possible leadership issues and whether the sailors were provided adequate mental health services.
The sailors are going through a really tough time because of these losses, especially sailors who had a personal connection to those who were lost recently. I think as far as command climate is concerned, I have concerns about some things on the ship, but I didn't see any, large red flags.
The U.S. Navy issued a statement saying the circumstances surrounding these incidents vary and it's premature to make assumptions as some incidents remain under investigation. In addressing the deaths, the commander of the Atlantic Naval Air Forces said prolonged ship maintenance can be more difficult than most assignments, especially for newcomers.
But that's clearly our most at-risk population in terms of how they adapt to military life, how they onboard to a command, how they process into a ship that's in a shipyard. Without doubt, more challenging for sailors to come into this kind of environment than others.
Calling the recent suicides a human tragedy, Virginia Senator Mark Warner also wants answers.
Figuring out how and why, and was this unique to the George Washington in any circumstances, or is this an even much larger issue across the Navy writ large, is something I think we're all committed to finding out.
The Navy's top enlisted leader telling the GW crew last month after the suicides there is indeed a problem.
I understand that we still have a problem, and the department has been focusing on it, but the problem is getting suicide is like getting cancer. There are many different causes, many different reasons.
Navy Chaplain Louis Lee says now more than ever, sailors need Jesus.
The hope that we can give is the gospel message. It's Christ.
He encourages people of faith to do what they can for our military.
There's chaplains, but more so good Christian sailors who can share the gospel, or maybe somebody from their family members, maybe it's their grandmother who prays for them, who every now and then when they talk to them, they encourage them to trust in the Lord, to read the Bible or whatever it may be. I knew one sailor who would pass out tracts, and only God knows how effective that is.
Lorie Johnson, CBN News.